Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Commotion. My name is John DeVoe, and I'm your new host. You might remember me from that earlier episode this season where I looked like I was wearing a turtleneck, but really wasn't. Or maybe as that guy who was always making bad jokes on the microphone during last year's Fisher Players production. More than likely, though, you're just catching a quick glimpse of this on the screen in the Basil Building Hall, and that's cool too. Welcome. Commotion is St. John Fisher's pop culture debate show where I ask a group of panelists about events in recent news and media and let them debate about their own lively opinions as I sit back and laugh at them. The winner, as decided by my own kinda educated and near professional opinion, will win all the junk in my pockets as well as 30 seconds of screen time to say whatever they wish. It's a great time, so let's get started. Actually, before we do that, I want to try something new. If you're watching this and thinking, hey, I want to be on that game show with the cool new host, then you can be. Direct message me on Twitter or Instagram using my handle that the CG guy will put somewhere on the screen, and tell me why you want to be here. Now, with that out of the way, we can get started by meeting our panelists. First up, we have Dan Verneau, who doesn't sleep. Next, we have Stephen LaPointe, who doesn't eat. Finally, we have Johairi De La Cruz, who wasn't here when I asked for fun facts, and I was too lazy to ask again. Sorry. With that, let's get started. Well, it's hardly a new year, but Commotion's first episode blah, blah, blah. I'm really good at this. It's hardly still a new year, but this is Commotion's first episode back since the new year. So let's ask the heavy hitter. Do you have any New Year's resolutions, and have you stuck to them so far? We'll start with you, De La Cruz, to make up for the fact that I didn't ask you for a fun fact.
It's okay, I'll tell you when after the show. The thing with New Year resolutions is that when people set them, they never usually finish them throughout. They don't carry it throughout the year. So my kind of motto is if you're gonna do something or want to change something in your life, just do it. So I didn't set anything just because if I wanted to do something for my own self, then I would just start it that day.
No New Year's resolution.
So
Wow. Just sounds lazy to me, but I'll take your word for it. Alrighty, Mr. Curls.
Mr. Curls, wow. No, I gotta agree with that. I didn't have a New Year's resolution. I think they're kind of, I don't know,
Nothing?
Yeah, you don't really, I don't know, I just went into the new year with new expectations, I guess, more than new, a resolution or anything. I just went in thinking, all right, this is a good year, no negativity, just go in there, do what you have to do it well, and, make a lot of friends on the way, so.
I guess that's fair. I went for black coffee, but...
Black coffee instead of, adding 2 things of French vanilla?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, and finally, Stephen.
I mean, you're probably gonna hate me, but I also didn't set any
Exactly.
Because my rationale behind it is that they're meant to be broken. Like anyone who sets a resolution breaks one, and so that way if you don't set a resolution, you won't break one, and so you'll feel better about yourself, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The means everyone's oh, I'm gonna lose weight this time, or I'm gonna do better. People don't.
Yeah, they're meant to be broken.
Yeah,
That's what they're meant to do.
They're meant to be broken.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really heartbreaking because we have 5 minutes for this entire segment, but we're gonna make it work.
Well, what's your resolution?
My resolution is black coffee.
So how well have you done with that?
Drinking it or
I'm a real bad addict of putting 5 sugars and 16,000 creams in my coffee. So no more. I am going all black because I love coffee.
What about this?
Right.
If you could have a resolution, what would it be? Knowing that you'd break it.
Oh gosh. I don't know. I guess eat more fruit. I don't eat a lot of fruit. Honestly, I'm not kidding. I eat no fruit, and I like it. I just don't eat it. And I feel like I should get the natural sugars.
I know what you mean, right? Because I like fruit too, and I see the fruit there, and I see the pineapple, and I'm ready for some pineapple. And then they have chicken parm, and I'm that.
We'll bleep that one out.
We're gonna bleep that one out. Fantastic.
Forget about the chicken parm.
Forget about the chicken parm. Oh boy, this is a good one. Okay, so eat more fruit.
I would think about that too. Eat healthier, even though 100% I'm the pickiest eater alive.
Really?
I will not eat any vegetables. Don't even tell me no.
That's funny.
You like Brussels sprouts?
No, never seen one in my life.
Really?
You've never seen a Brussels sprout?
No, Hispanics don't.
You're on culture.
Hispanics don't really eat Brussels sprouts.
I'm just
I guess you're right.
But yeah.
That's funny.
I think one that I would set for myself that I feel like I would have to put on myself to complete it is to continue on like the good grades, even though like everyone's like, oh, stop talking about school,
Right.
but like really keep up my GPA up just because
Sure.
now there's like going off really good. I need to keep it that way.
Right.
So, but I can't break
I
that.
feel
Like,
you.
see, I didn't want to set it as a resolution because
You're gonna break it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so
They're meant to be broken.
I'll just do it.
So your not resolution is to keep your grades up. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, Danny V.
You know what? My resolution.
What's
is,
your fake resolution?
My fake resolution. Oh, my fake resolution is to swim more. You know,
Swim more.
I don't think I swam very much at all in 2017, and I thoroughly enjoy being in the water. I'm an Aquarius, actually a Cap Aquarius, because I'm right on the cusp.
Okay.
So like the water is my calling. I don't care that you're laughing. I'm special. That's what
Oh, you're
makes-
special.
That's
All
what
right.
makes me special. January 20th. They know. I know a bunch of people born on that day. All really cool people. You know why? 'Cause
No,
they're special.
because they're special.
Yeah.
They're
But,
Capricorniuses.
yeah, I think everyone should just stop doing resolutions in general, and that's my final
they're meant to be
statement
broken.
on on the topic. So, yeah, take that and a can of corn.
Fantastic. So I have to sign a winner to a bunch of lazy people.
not lazy. If anything, we're motivated.
Yeah.
Fine.
More
We're
passion.
motivated to do better without actually committing to that betterness. I'll give it to Steven for your fruit.
What?
For the fruit?
But he
Fruit.
came up with the fruit, and then you're like, yeah.
No, I can second that. I like the fruit.
All right. So I did a really long intro, so we'll stop it there. But when we come back, we've got some more exciting commotion for you.
You think getting dumped by text is harsh? Try getting dumped by a tennis ball. My ex-owner drove me out to the woods, yelled fetch, and by the time I bought the ball back, he was gone. Yeah, I was pissed. But the folks at the shelter helped me let go of my anger. I learned coping skills, like taking it to the hole. Boom! Now I'm ready to fetch again. But how about I throw and you run and get it?
Fruit, 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 fruit.
Okay, shut up. Welcome back to Commotion, ladies and gentlemen. This is a, oh boy. Let's keep going.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Now, I know that you're not supposed to talk about politics on a first date, and this is our first date, make it clear. But that's all that's happening right now. It's a hard topic to avoid, so let's get right to the heavy hitter. President Donald Trump ended his first year of presidency with a much anticipated government shutdown due to, wait, what was that? What? The government shutdown shuttered hundreds of thousands of jobs and was wholly despised? Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry for the typo. Anyway, the shutdown is over for the next 3 weeks at least, knock on wood, but the presidency is still going. So, what is your assessment of our government after Donnie T's first year in office? We'll start with you, Dan.
Why me?
Because we started with Jahiri last
I
time. We're
don't
going
have
around the
anything to
table.
say. I don't believe in government in the first place. Like,
He doesn't
what?
believe in government in the first place.
Nah. There's an old Dan Verno quote that goes, that word you used earlier, politics, eat strawberries.
Eat strawberries.
And that
And
goes back.
fruit!
Fruit.
The fruit train is back.
That's why the White House.
So everyone,
Donald Trump.
forget politics, eat strawberries. That's
Yeah.
Dan's
Yeah.
answer to this.
Yeah.
Although I guess with Donnie T in office, it would probably be oranges, right?
Yeah, probably.
No. See, the thing is, there's one word to describe someone like President Trump, and that is a squid. Donald
Squid.
Trump is a squid. He doesn't care about anyone but himself. He has no backbone, and he is a terrible leader. And that's all I have to say about that.
He's a squid.
Move it on.
At the end of the day, he's a squid.
Politics with Dan Verno. All right, Steven.
Honestly,
Tell us about our squiddy orange president.
I feel that it's been pretty uneventful, personally. Like, I think that it was wrong. It was like super, super intense in the beginning, and then he kind of just fizzled out. And I haven't heard a lot from him, like, recently. I mean, this whole government shutdown thing, yeah, that's a thing. But, like, I feel like
That's a thing.
I feel like well, it was a thing, but I feel like people have kind of just like dismissed him for his stupid antics now, and that I appreciate because I don't like his antics.
I mean, the Robert Mueller investigation, that Stormy Daniels incident, which I'm not sure I'm allowed to talk about. but I'll
Probably
just
not,
mention it.
but-
Fantastic. But sure, fine, okay, we'll take it. Jahiri?
So with all like jokes aside, and regardless if somebody's like for him or against him, I think that even if you didn't want to see him in office, regardless of whoever you don't like or whatever, you want the best because you want everybody in the country to get along, everybody to, you know, start getting jobs and being able to feed their families. And I really, even though I personally am not a Trump supporter, I was really hoping for the best in terms of everybody and the economy getting better. And like Steven said, it's been uneventful. And like with the doc and the Dreamers being deported, and everybody's fighting for the bill, and they're taking away like Obamacare and trying to do so many different things, and the travel ban. I feel like the government and stuff, not just Donald Trump, they all need to get it together and come with a plan to actually support the economy and like try to keep people where they are, because with the whole DACA thing and deporting millions of people, you're just going to be wasting taxpayers' money, in my opinion, and they are here legally, so I don't really see the point of that. And also, in my opinion, like when it comes to things that aren't really they're not really important, like talking about the nuke man and Kim Jong-un and talking about how he looks funny, but then when real things happen, like the white supremacists and the Charlottesville rally, and people are dying in these rallies for fighting for their freedoms, and then you say nothing about it, that just kind of speaks on your behalf and like how you really are taking care of this like country, and it's just you're focusing on the wrong things, in my opinion.
Right.
So.
And he definitely did say.
Thank you.
He just didn't say anything, right? So what are your hopes for this next coming year? After all that's happened, what can you hope for in this coming year of our Donald Trump presidency? Whoever.
My hope is that, I mean, it's 2018. I feel like my hope
Excellent
is,
observation.
it's so sad that we still have to fight and like really legitimately fight for this, but I feel like what I hope for is that people like come together, even though this is gonna sound like so corny, like people come together and like realize that everybody is equal, women, men, transgender, equal rights, equal pay, everything. Just there's other things to worry about in the world instead of like focusing on like keeping people at like lower levels. You know what I mean? So I just hope for equality and for people to get it together.
That's really good. I like that.
That's pretty much.
Danny, you're staring at me with this blank look in your face. I'm really excited to what you're gonna have to say.
Am I allowed to say I hope?
All right, so we're going to wrap up that section here. Really sorry, Steven. The winner is Johiri this time with her...
I thought you were going to win for fruit.
Fruit! Yeah, fruit.
Oh, boy. We'll call Johiri the winner of that one. Thank you, Johiri.
Sorry, I don't know. That's my thoughts on it. Yikes, hate to see it.
The big international tech convention, CES, or the Consumer Electronics Show, finished up last week in Vegas, showing some pretty wild and crazy ideas for the future, including everything from a phone with a fingerprint scanner underneath and inside the screen to a drone taxi with 18 propellers. The show is closed, but we can still talk tech. What pieces of tech are you most excited to see this coming year? And we'll start with Steven.
Oh, okay. Well, this isn't really a this year thing, but like I've been really into like looking at like VR.
Right.
Like I've been really into it, and I've been really trying to like get me like a piece of VR, whether it's like you can get one for like your phone or something like that. Like I just want some sort of like piece of VR because I think that'd be really cool, and just like look around, you know. I don't know. I think it's cool.
Yeah,
Those are my thoughts. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but
yeah, it's pretty cool. And we saw the Vive Pro this year, so it should be an exciting year. What about you, Johiri?
Well, I was gonna say the iPhone 8 just because of the new like the portrait modes and all the amazing camera that it has. But I've actually been reading up like on Adobe Pro, and like the new Macs are coming out with this like what's it called, like Edit X or something like that, and it's like amazing editing software that like as a communications major, like you guys know, like it comes
all
in
communications
handy with
majors.
all of your projects. So I think that's
pretty
fun.
cool.
Like something to look forward to.
I didn't know that, and because we're all communications majors and spend about 50% of our lives in front of the editing screen, that sounds really good to me. All right, Danny?
Well, out of the CES showcase, one of my favorites was the My Special Aflac dock. And so what this is, it's Aflac, you know, I think they do insurance or something along those lines. They are providing these little duck, they're like kind of plush, but they are electronic. They like, I don't know, they're really cool, but they're going to all of the cancer, like children with cancer. Everyone in America is going to have a special Aflac duck. And it's cool, it's interactive, you can like it has these little emoji things where you press it to the duck and then it shows different emotions on the duck, and it has a augmented reality app so you can interact with it that way. It's just really cool. I don't know. It's like I haven't ever seen anything like that, and Netflix willing to give it to every cancer patient, cancer patient in the country. So I think that's something. I think that's not something I've ever seen before, and I think I think it's good.
It is good. I didn't even hear about that an insurance company was making a plush VR robot dog for cancer patients.
No, duck. Not
Duck. Sorry, not a dog. A duck.
Maybe you could pull up a picture that's in Google.
I'll
you know how it goes.
Put a picture. There's one. There we go. It's right on Dan's face right now. We'll wrap it up there. But that was pretty good, Dan. I'm really tempted to not give it to you after your little mic cover comment from earlier.
That's prior. That's not this. It's discussion 2.
I feel like you should be penalized for that.
Penalized?
Penalized.
Penalized?
You're fired.
Wow. Okay, Donnie T.
Donnie T.
Yikes.
Shots fired.
Yo, too soon.
Point goes to Dan. We'll be right back.
Let's go. Fruit.
Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Welcome back to our final segment of Commotion, where Dan and Steven have lost their bit rights, and my camera people are laughing at me because of the blooper I just made. Netflix will soon be releasing a show called Altered Carbon, a cyberpunk mystery drama that garnered rave reviews in the days since its release to pre-reviewers ahead of its international release on February 2nd. Many are saying that this, more than Stranger Things, House of Cards, Black Mirror, and all the other original Netflix shows, will be remembered as Netflix's flagship series. Whether or not that's true, it's certainly my next binge after Psych, which I'm really excited for right now. But for you guys, what's your favorite current TV show? And did you pick anything up with the new winter shows that came back this year? We'll go back to Jahiri.
So like I said previously, I love to rewatch and binge watch older TV shows. Like I'll watch Bones and Fresh Prince and Friends like all day long. It's just amazing for me. But something that I recently watched, it wasn't a Netflix show though. Well, it's on Netflix technically. Is Riverdale. It's based off the Archie comics. And they put like their own kind of twist to it, and I think that the first season was so great that I would definitely keep watching when it's back on Netflix. Well, I mean it's airing right now, but Riverdale was definitely like on my list to watch.
Very cool. Riverdale. I'll have to check that out. I haven't seen it. Alrighty, Curls, you're up next.
Stop calling me Curls. Honestly,
Either that or Fro.
Straight up, I've been low key getting back into anime because 12-year-old me loved like Dragon Ball Z and like Pokemon and stuff. So right now I'm watching a lot of Naruto, like OG Naruto, like the first season. That show is so lit. Let me tell you, just like when they get into the fight scenes, it's just like the music's going and you're just like, it's crazy. Like that's a great show. But yeah, Black Mirror, Office.
You were way more excited about Naruto. You're like, yeah, Naruto is so lit. And then like Black Mirror,
Because
The
Naruto
Office.
was sick. Like that instantly just brings me back
The
to
Office,
when,
like a
No, I don't
sitcom
care
that had
about
like
The Office
15
much.
seasons or
Office
something
is
was
fine.
on for years and years. But Naruto, I'm just kidding.
Naruto has like 150 episodes, so yeah,
say,
cut some slack. And you know,
it's a lot of episodes.
it's been a comic since like the 90s, so let's chill with comparing it to The Office, I'd say. Okay.
Okay, well, I'll bite my tongue for that one. Steven!
I'm trying to think. So I've watched so many Netflix shows within the past probably 6 months. But one that I don't have a life, right? I get it. But one that really that I really liked was Ozark. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's a Netflix original. It's super good. It's with I can't remember his name, but if you guys have ever seen Arrested Development, it's with the main character in Arrested Development. It's like a comedy. And then Ozark is a very serious, like kind of bleak show. So seeing the guy from a comedy to go to a actual show was like kind of like weird to me. But it was at first, but it was like really good. Coming from like a MediaCom perspective, like just like the A story is super good, and like the B story is super good, and the cinematography is super good, and so like I like it for more than just it being a show, I guess, and that's why it's kind of has resonated with me so much. Was because of those things.
Yeah.
And Dr. Sedano, if you're watching this, that answer was tailored straight for you.
Yeah,
to get
that was for you,
points.
Sedano.
Just add one more thing. I don't know if you guys are into documentaries, kind of like shows, but on Netflix it just came out. It's called My Next Guest Needs No Introduction with David Letterman, and like he started this whole document series on Netflix where he's gonna interview like big people from America or different like parts of like either music or TV and government. And his first guest was actually President Barack Obama, and it was like such a great episode. It was like like an hour long, but it was like it talked about his presidency, and like it kind of really like talked about like what he did, and like everybody like it's tailored to the person. So I think like if you guys are like into documentaries, it's like a really cool show to catch up on.
That does sound really cool.
Following that up, there's a real answer. Like I've been watching Naruto, but Planet Earth 2.
Yeah.
Just came out on Netflix, and it's documentary series of a bunch of different animals. And I don't know if you've ever watched nature documentaries, but they are so awesome. Like you watch a salamander get in a turf war with another salamander because it's on its tree, and then all of a sudden it jumps off and it flies. Like you're just not ready for it. The way that they build up the scenes, like it's incredible. It's like, how did you even get that on footage? And then they're narrating it, and it's the beautiful shots. It's like, I want to be like a bee. I just feel like that would be so much fun. Just not.
He wants to be a bee.
Or a cat.
Like that bee movie meme is playing on his face right now. Right? Anything you'd like to add, Steve?
I've seen Planet Earth too. Yeah, it was so good. There we go. I messed up a little bit there.
That was a disaster.
You weren't ready.
I wasn't ready for it.
You know what? You don't even know how to do it.
I don't. You're right. I don't know how to do it. Apparently, you guys don't either.
Sips his water.
Sips his water.
But yeah, it's good. I like it.
Like that. All right, we're out of time for this question. I don't know who's gonna win. I'm thinking a number between 1 and 10. What is
No
it?
way! I brought two good ones to the table. And so did
I'm
she.
sorry. You're right.
Just definitely not Steven.
You're right. So fine, not Steven, and I'm gonna disqualify you for Naruto. So Jaira, you get a second win. So you each have one, except you have two. So it all comes down to this final question.
Jaira's gonna win.
Unless one of you guys go, in which case I'll have to.
I feel his eyes burning.
If looks could kill, you'd be a pile of ashes right now.
I wish I could touch my nose with my tongue, but I just can't.
Nature documentaries.
Fruit. Okay, come on, let's do it.
Billionaire and entrepreneur and all-around mad scientist Elon Musk plans to launch a rocket to Mars by the end of the month. In it, he'll be sending his own personal car, a Tesla Roadster, which is an electric sports car, playing David Bowie's A Space Oddity as the payload. Never heard of a more rich person thing to do than that. It's not to serve any purpose. He just wants to send his car to orbit Mars until Kingdom Come. This is real. He's actually doing this. Somewhere on the screen right now, there's the tweets that he sent out that he's actually doing this. So my question to you guys is this. If you could send anything that you wanted, anything at all, to orbit Mars till Kingdom Come, what would it be? We'll start with you, Stripes.
You
wanted me to stop curls.
If I could send anything to Mars,
Your own personal mark on Mars.
give me a minute. Go to Steven.
I mean, I know my answer already.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna say this, and I don't care if it makes anyone else uncomfortable or how anyone else feels about it, but I'd put everything I'm allergic to into a giant spaceship and I'd send it over to Mars so I would never have to worry about eating anything I'm allergic to ever again.
And you're one of those people who's like allergic to nature.
Yeah,
You know what? Why don't we just separate you
No,
from that?
I can't do that.
I think that's a fair suggestion.
But my point is that I go out to dinner and I can't eat anything because I'm allergic to everything.
Yeah, well, I like macadamias, so like, what are we
I'm
gonna
allergic
do
to
about it?
macadamia.
Yeah, exactly. So
we're
what are we
sending
gonna do?
macadamias to Mars.
Sesame seeds? I mean,
How long of a list
sesame
is it?
seeds.
Well, I'm allergic to all nuts, so like pistachios, cashews, pecans, all that stuff.
Already failure conditions.
Peanuts, gone. Sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, gone. What else? Soy, gone. I'm lactose intolerant. I don't know if that counts as an allergy.
Well,
It's a deficient.
It's still heartbreaking.
All right, milk gone, ice cream gone, everything. Actually, I like ice cream. We can keep ice cream. I like ice cream. But like, I would send all that stuff tomorrow, so I would never have to worry about it again. Because one time I was at Cheesecake Factory and I thought I could eat something. Turns out I couldn't because it had pine nuts in it. I don't even know what the heck a pine nut is.
Did it have like pesto in it?
Yeah, it was pesto.
Yeah,
It was made out
pesto
of
has
pesto. I didn't know it was
signature-
original pesto. Like, who knew
I don't know
that?
that. I just know it's like a thing.
I
Yeah.
love me some basil pesto.
That's why I would send. Get it out of here. Get out of this earth.
So Steven isn't going to win this one. Jahiri?
Wow, give him a chance.
He lost his chance when he sent pesto away. He lost his chance when he sent sesame seeds away.
Yes, his meats are gone.
Okay, so the one thing
Okay, so.
that I would send to space, I couldn't really think of anything, would be probably a time capsule. Like I would put like all the things from like, this era, well not just this era, but like from my life in general, like 90s to 2000s, and just, I don't think I would ever see it again because it's going to be in space forever, but like, I don't know, just, I guess a time capsule, so for any astronauts out there, whoever.
Send the Jahiri De La Cruz story into space.
Maybe not my phone name because I don't want nobody looking me up, but like, yeah.
I don't want people looking me up.
Because that's a real, the
That's not a
most
real
concerning
issue,
thing
but
is
yeah.
privacy when your space capsule is orbiting Mars.
So there you go.
Remember that. Remember that, kids. Use secure passwords. Hardy.
See, this is harder for me because I'm trying to win this point. So like, it has to be something good.
You're trying to appeal to me. So first off, we should all know that he would send every season of Naruto on VHS to orbit Mars.
Why VHS? I don't think Naruto even came out on VHS.
It sounded right. It's either that DVD is boring, so he went for VHS.
VHS
You know,
is cool.
I'm studying Netflix right now, and the rise and
Studying
fall,
Netflix. I do it too. I call it watching Psych.
The rise and fall of the DVD player happened over a course of about 8 years. Just think about that, because like we were all there for that.
So would you send a DVD player up to Mars?
That's not a bad idea.
I wasted a lot of money on the DVD.
I wasted a ton of money on DVDs.
So.
Yeah, DVDs. I'm a real big fan of Winnie the Pooh, and I remember I had this one Winnie the Pooh DVD. I don't know why. I have no idea why that just came into my mind. If I could send anything to Mars, I would send
A Winnie the Pooh plushie.
I would send water.
Water?
I would send water. I would send
Why?
Just like a cup of water?
no, just mad water. With
They
like,
just found water on Mars.
No, they didn't.
Yes.
No, they found like signs of water.
No.
No,
They just like in the past couple of weeks. It was a big discovery. All over the the
Okay,
news,
so this
but-
is what's gonna happen. He'll either pop that up on the B-roll over my face right now, proving me wrong, or he's not going to, because I think I would have heard of it. But no, they found like corrosion that like shows like it could have been streams, but no actual signs of water.
I'll show it to you after this.
So
I'm right.
I
You're
would
wrong.
send water there with a bunch of microorganisms, maybe like some swamp water, like a lot of swamp water, because then, it could like
You get
produce
something
life,
brewing,
and then all of
yeah.
a sudden it's like, yeah, Dan Verno sent swamp water, which made plants grow.
Okay, so we have a personal time capsule, dirty swamp water, and all of my hopes and dreams.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh boy, this is going to be a tough one. Well, see, if I pick you, you still don't. Fine, I'll pick Steven just because I don't want Dan to
Okay,
win.
I
But-
changed my mind. I'm gonna
Fruit.
send you. You're going to Mars.
So, Dan, as,
And I'm on Team Fruit.
so Dan, as the loser, I'm going to give you you get to decide which one of these guys is going to win.
Well, I just said I'm Team Fruit, so I'm gonna go with Jahiri on this one.
You're Team Fruit.
Your team sent nuts to space. Go away.
They're legumes, okay? Not fruit.
Well, you're sending nuts too.
Yeah, peanuts are legume.
Nuts are.
But you
all
also
nuts
sent nuts. You
legumes?
sent macadamia.
No, only peanuts, because they grow from the ground.
peanuts
Every
are
other
not nuts.
grows from a tree.
Every other nut grows from a tree. What about like? What are cashews?
They grow from
Everybody,
a tree.
What are pistachios?
They grow
I have
from a
a
tree.
question.
bite your,
And did you guys
bite your
just hear
tongue.
that?
Bite
No,
your tongue.
wait. Pistachios grow from a tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations, Jahiri. You've won.
Fruit.
Yes. The votes were unanimous. I agree wholeheartedly with myself, and the winner is, of course, Jahiri. She is this week's queen of pop culture. While you're preparing your message, let me tell you. He just left.
They just left.
He just left. I'm even going to plug your show, Dan. Fine. While we're waiting on Dan to get back and Jahiri to think, let me plug some of the other shows for TV. Fish at Night is coming back in a big way. And Dan, who just walked out.
Thank you.
Different.
Would you guys be quiet?
Sorry.
Dan will be hosting that, so make sure to tune in for that. Also, be sure to check out the Fisher News Brief, as well as some of the new and exciting shows that we here at CTV are putting together for you. And as always, don't forget to turn into CTV in 2 weeks when we'll be back with another riveting and exciting episode of Commotion. And now, if you'd please, cameras to Jahiri.
Okay. So can I just do my 30 seconds now?
Yes, that's when I said cameras.
Okay.
Your 30 seconds
So
is actually
30
happening right
seconds,
now.
my bad. So I just want to say thank you to our lovely host John for hosting me. You know what I mean, like having me, Dan, and Steven here. Thank you to Steven and to Dan, even though they lost. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. I'm not too sad.
You guys are great competitors. And thank you to CTV. And stay tuned next time on Commotion.
Okay, well, that wraps that up. So thank you guys for tuning into Commotion. Make sure to tune back in next week.
He's back.
Oh boy, I'm sure this ran over 30 minutes, but where did you go?
I was sad I lost.
He was sad he lost. Well, thank you everybody for tuning into Commotion. Tune back in next week, and we will see you later.
Fruit.
Fruit, fruit, fruit.
Fruit.